Eliza Samudio, a young aspiring soccer goalkeeper from Minas Gerais, dreams of a brighter future. However, her life takes a dark turn when she becomes involved with Bruno, a star goalkeeper for Flamengo, whose fame masks a dangerous and violent side. Initially charmed by his attention, Eliza soon finds herself threatened and abused. Bruno's jealousy escalates, leading him to threaten her life and the lives of those close to her, claiming, "I know where all of them are." Despite her fears, Eliza refuses to be silenced, seeking help from friends and the police. As Eliza pursues her soccer dreams, the toxic relationship with Bruno spirals into chaos. She becomes pregnant, and when she reveals this to him, Bruno denies his responsibility, igniting a series of violent confrontations. Friends urge her to be cautious, but she naively believes Bruno loves her, rationalizing his abusive behavior as passion. When she goes public about her pregnancy, Bruno's rage intensifies, culminating in her disappearance. The narrative shifts as police investigate Eliza's disappearance, revealing unsettling truths about Bruno's character and the events leading up to her vanishing. With no body found, the investigation stirs public outcry and offers of rewards for information. Eliza's father pleads for anyone with knowledge of her fate to come forward, echoing the desperation felt by her loved ones. Interspersed with interviews from family, friends, and journalists, the documentary paints a picture of a young woman who sought to rise above her circumstances but fell victim to a man consumed by fame and power. Ultimately, Eliza's story highlights the tragic realities of domestic violence and the often invisible struggle of victims trapped in abusive relationships, challenging societal perceptions and demanding justice in a world where their voices are frequently silenced. In the tumultuous world of Brazilian soccer, goalkeeper Bruno Fernandes is on the rise, celebrated for his talent with Flamengo. However, his life takes a dark turn when he becomes embroiled in a scandal involving Eliza Samudio, a former porn star who claims he forced her to abort their baby. As accusations of kidnapping, false imprisonment, and assault swirl, public opinion is split. Supporters label Eliza a gold digger seeking fame, while others see her as a victim fighting against a powerful figure. Eliza's struggle unfolds as she tries to navigate the legal system, seeking justice amidst a backdrop of rampant sexism within the sport. Her plea for help is largely ignored, and when she disappears, the investigation intensifies. Bruno's legal team maintains his innocence, arguing that there is no evidence tying him to her disappearance. Meanwhile, forensic evidence collected from Bruno's vehicle reveals a violent struggle, further complicating the narrative. As the trial begins, it becomes clear that Bruno's past, along with the culture of celebrity surrounding him, plays a pivotal role. His supporters rally around him, while Eliza's plight garners sympathy from a different faction of the public. Testimonies reveal a web of deceit, manipulation, and power dynamics that illuminate the societal issues at play. Bruno's ex-wife and friends are implicated in the cover-up, adding layers to the case. Witnesses recount Eliza's desperate attempts to protect her child and herself, only to find herself fighting not just against Bruno, but against a system that dismisses her cries for help. As the trial progresses, it becomes a spectacle, highlighting the contrast between Bruno's celebrity status and Eliza's tragic fate. Ultimately, the story raises profound questions about trust, justice, and the exploitation of vulnerable individuals in a world dominated by fame and fortune. The case of Bruno and Eliza serves as a haunting reminder of the consequences of unchecked power and the enduring fight for truth in a biased society. The shocking investigation that followed. Bruno Fernandes, abusive relationship with Eliza, with whom he had a child. As their relationship deteriorated, Eliza filed accusations against Bruno, seeking justice for herself and their child. However, her quest for accountability led to her abduction. Investigators later traced Eliza to a farm owned by Bruno, where she was allegedly held captive for days, subjected to intense psychological and physical abuse, all orchestrated by Bruno's close associate, Luis Henrique Romão, also known as Macaro. During her captivity, Eliza was forced to make phone calls to loved ones, insisting she was safe. Witnesses recalled loud parties and disturbing scenes, where Bruno's circle enabled his escalating violence. After 6 days of confinement, Eliza was transferred to the house of ex-police officer Marcos Aparecido dos Santos, nicknamed Bola. It was there that she faced a brutal end. The investigation revealed that Bola executed Eliza through strangulation, and her remains were reportedly disposed of in a horrific manner. Despite exhaustive searches, her body was never recovered. Testimonies and circumstantial evidence became the crux of the case, ultimately leading to convictions. Bruno received a prison sentence for orchestrating the crime, while Macaro and Bola were also imprisoned. The case drew massive media attention, yet public sympathy often veered toward Bruno, emphasizing his lost career over Eliza's stolen life. Years later, as Bruno resumed his soccer career, outrage resurfaced, highlighting systemic injustices and questioning the leniency granted to convicted players in the sports world. The story ends on a bittersweet note with Eliza's son, also a budding goalkeeper, carrying her memory forward, symbolizing resilience amid Brazil's ongoing struggle for justice for victims like Eliza. If you enjoy watching this video, then subscribe to Angel Recaps for the latest movies explanation.